As the Department of Veteran Affairs continues to be plagued with long lines, inefficient care, and all kinds of excuses, Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers has introduced legislation that could be the solution. The bill would allow any veteran who receives VA benefits and is unsatisfied with his or her care to actually seek outside care outside of the VA. Joining me now to discuss, Mike Baker and Captain Chuck Nash. Captain Nash, let me start with you. Of course, this seems like a common sense solution, but common sense has not been applied to this problem for a long time, and you wonder why there's still so much resistance.
Well, it's part of the bureaucracy, Charles, and once you get the bureaucracy in there, nowhere in the Constitution does it mention the government providing health care. Yet that's what the government's been doing. So it's been doing it at extremely high cost and with gross inefficiency. And after all of the pleadings and the threats to get it right and to get it moving, it still hasn't happened. It's time to try something different. And I think Representative McMorris Rogers is on the right path.
Mike, I'm pretty sure you agree.
Yeah.
And you know, listen, I don't think they're going to solve this backlog problem. They brought in a private sector guy, and despite the gap that he made the other day, it is too riddled with bureaucracy to fix overnight.
Right, and bringing him in, you know, let's be fair, was simply a sort of a knee-jerk reaction. They were looking to put a lipstick on a pig, basically, trying to find some way to fix this, and that's not going to happen. How many years have we been talking about this problem? But it shows and it speaks to, and it's not just the VA, but it speaks to the sort of this inertia in Washington, the inability because of the bloat in government, which is, of course, why in this campaign season, you know, we've got all this anger and all this dissatisfaction with the dysfunction.
I mean, you know, Captain Nash, listen, we've got these wars. We send young men and women out there, and of course, as they get older, you know, some of these ailments get even worse, and it's a shame that it's come to this. Do you have hope that this time around, considering all the bad publicity, that anything can happen now, or do we have to wait for a new administration?
No, I think that what's happened is that people are really fed up. You know, it's just as was recently said. You know, Mike hit it on the head. People are fed up. They're tired. They want change. They're going to demand change. And if they don't get it, it's going to get really ugly. So you've got vets out there, like you say, who are coming back torn up, wounded, with lifelong injuries. That, you know, the good news is we're saving more and more people on the battlefield from what used to kill them. The bad news is it's a long-term care proposition.
It is.